Hello and welcome to this mycustomer.com webcast. I'm Neil Davey, editor of mycustomer.com, and in this video we'll be speaking with trading standards body ITSA about its efforts to improve online customer experience and usability. I'm joined today by a member of the ITSA team and also a member of the consulting team that it's worked with.
I'm Emma, I'm one of the directors at ITSA. ITSA is a partnership between some local authority trading standards services based in the east of England.
My name is Roy Austin. I'm a sales manager here at Core Technology, and we've got a gold competency in digital marketing, one of the first partners in the UK to achieve that. We specialise in the SharePoint area, and Microsoft SharePoint for websites is one of our key growth areas over 2011.
So Emma, perhaps you could tell me a little bit about the role that the web channel plays in service delivery at ITSA.
One of the key products of ITSA that we've been developing and redeveloping this year in conjunction with Core is a product called Irwin, which is everything regulation whenever it's needed. It's a web-based tool for businesses to give them some help and guidance information at the touch of a button about specific activities that their business carries out. Irwin provides great consistency for businesses. It helps them to work out exactly what they need to do and prioritise those actions. And it also prevents a great deal of duplication and effort for regulatory services professionals. We don't have to provide that information multiple times. We keep it all in one place.
What particular problems are you experiencing? Were there any particular pain points, for example, that encouraged you to undertake this customer experience project?
Irwin did have some user feedback which was telling us that the site wasn't always easy to navigate around. The main users of the site are SMEs and small businesses. The information that we make available needs to be easy to access, it needs to be quick to navigate around the site, it needs to be attractively presented. Feedback revealed that the process that we were using before wasn't easy to retrieve information in a meaningful format. Some of our feedback from users was saying that the process wasn't transparent, it could be a little bit confusing at times, and it often took too many steps for them to find the irrelevant information for it to be displayed on the screen. Small businesses just don't have that time, so we needed to put steps in place to address that. We're also looking at the moment in moving into a new business phase, and we were going to expand the amount of information that was available on Irwin from just trading standards to environmental health, fire and rescue, licensing material. And this would have just compounded the problem unless we'd taken steps to address it. And that's where we started to speak to Core about how we could look at new solutions, a more robust platform in order to help us to achieve that.
So right, ITSA came to Core. You decided that SharePoint would be the best solution. Why was it the most appropriate option?
For us, as I'm sure everyone else is aware of in public sector, costs are a huge consideration. So for us, we had to get the solution in its complete, in the correct kind of cost range. And for us, that means the services piece being not too large, and also the cost of buying the technology not too large. SharePoint 2010 enabled us to kind of keep the project cost down by having things like accessibility, multi-browser support out the box, which means we can focus our time around building the site and not in doing kind of those admin type functions. So the cost of the project then was reduced because SharePoint had those features for us, and also the way that SharePoint 2010 is now licensed for internet sites again made the whole package the correct kind of price range. And also with the way that things are now changed with interface, now that Office 2010 style ribbon, the menu is all kind of common to Office-based users, and that again means that content editors can actually use the site quickly and easily. It all makes sense to them, and it's familiar, a tool set to them. I mean, there's a couple of main areas that drive that. As you rightly mentioned, that SharePoint has been used historically for internal-facing documents, workflow, and managing content internally. Although naturally people extend that to extranets and internets in the future. With SharePoint being their existing base, it's a natural platform to extend out to the web or the extranet. So because the information is already stored on the SharePoint platform, it means they can have one platform to use all the channels rather than a separate site or a separate technology for websites, a separate one for internet sites, and a separate one for extranet sites. It's one platform, one set of data maintained across all their channels.
So Emma, what benefits has ITSA ultimately experienced as a result of this project?
The flow through the site has greatly improved, the user experience, and some of the feedback that we've recently received is saying that users are feeling a lot more confident about accessing the site. They're able to find the information they want to much quicker. It's got a much greater look and feel, which is giving us positive feedback, and for us that hopefully means that more businesses will come to the site. More businesses using the site reduces the duplication of effort for our regulatory professionals in maintaining their own information, and the more people that we can push through there, the greater that is for us back at the ranch. There's been significant improvements to the content management system due to moving to SharePoint. This makes it much simpler for our web content managers to write material and to publish it to the site, which is causing a great reduction in the time that it's taking them to keep the information on our site current, which is a time and efficiency saving for ITSA.
So on a final note, is there any advice, any piece of recommendations that you could give to organisations that they can learn from ITSA's experience?
I think upfront investment has been a real key. SharePoint wasn't the cheapest product that we looked at out there, but it has definitely delivered everything that we needed, and in the long run will make us significant savings. It's also a very versatile product. There's lots of people out there that already have SharePoint knowledge, and so we've access to a much wider range of people that could come in and do our web content management for us if necessary. And that will be a definite bonus and has certainly contributed to our own company resilience.
So that brings our webcast to a close. It just leaves me to thank our guests, Emma and Rai, for joining us today, and also thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful and informative. Until our next webcast, goodbye.